Good morning, everyone. It is cabin day. Taking the bevel siding and that we stained, taking it up to get the whole front finished, and then probably start the side. After that, I'm going to hold off a little bit on the siding. I want to get started on the inside of the cabin, getting the insulation started, and eventually the wood stove, since the colder weather's starting to come up sooner than we can imagine. So we already have that green vapor barrier OSB on the cabin, so it's insulated completely, and the siding's just more for little added protection. That's something that can get done later on down the road. It's not an extremely important part of this build. Back up here at the cabin, gonna finish the siding in the front and then start on the side, finish up with the rest of the pieces that we have, and then I will order more at a future date. Right now, like I said, the siding's not extremely important to get done, and then tomorrow hopefully we get started on the inside with the ceiling insulation. Let's get it. Yeah. See. A little bit. I figured 2 at a time with you having to cut. Okay, now the siding ended up being more tedious than George and I thought it would be. So we spent a whole entire day trying to finish up the front of this siding, but we didn't get the whole front completely finished. But it definitely is a process, and you have to measure everything. You have to make sure everything's a certain distance apart. So it's very tedious.
It gets between the two boards. It's that comes down out.
Till now we're figuring out the ledger board for what will eventually be a roof over top the front porch. It was a very beautiful fall day, and the leaves were starting to fall from the trees, so it made this day up at the cabin even more magical.
Can you see that bubble? Because obviously we can see, but whatever it is there, say it's 1.5 inches, if this starts getting smaller or bigger, okay, you will notice that little piece.
Yeah. I got it.
Yep.
Kicks and gigs.
Them plates right there too.
finally made my first cup of coffee up at the cabin. Now to some, this may seem like a mediocre thing, but to me, it is an amazing feeling knowing that I built this cabin with my own two hands, and I am finally enjoying a cup of coffee sitting on the steps of a cabin that I drew up the plans of a year ago, and I envisioned this dream, and to have it finally start to come to life, it is just something that until you experience it on your own, you can't even begin to imagine what that feeling feels like. So cheers, and here's to my first cup of coffee. Pour yourself a hot or cold drink and join me. Come this way. This piece of wood is the ledger board for what will eventually become the front porch roof. All the way against the soffit.
Nail it.
Here, okay. Got it? Man, I'll come back over once. Day 2 up at the cabin, finishing up the siding in the front and then using whatever we have left to start the sides. Side 1. We got the siding in the front done just in time for it to start pouring down rain. The rain was not letting up anytime soon, and it was nothing but a torrential downpour, so I decided to do some of the little things I needed to get done on the inside of the cabin. Unfortunately, we did not get to the other siding due to the rain. This is where I'll eventually be sleeping. It's such a great feeling to have a roof over my head, so now when it's raining, I can just hang out inside of the cabin instead of sitting out in the truck and waiting for the storm to pass by. I think we're done working for the day. Unfortunately, it was a short day, as you can see. Watching the rain come down inside of a cabin that I built myself is such an amazing feeling, and the sound and smell of fall is definitely in the air up here in West Virginia. So it made this day at the cabin feel even more magical. I can't tell you the peacefulness that I have being up here on my land and here at the cabin. It just gives me a sense of completeness, and I am at peace up here, and this is truly my happy place. Done for the day. Come back up tomorrow, try and get some more work in. See you then. Hurt my joint in my leg somehow. Very painful. Cut this tree down that was overhanging the cabin here. I get to cut it up, get it out of the way. Using the little pieces for firewood. Ready?
Good on my end.
All right. Yeah, it's not holding steady.
I should dry. I just call an advanced auto.